Hi everyone and welcome back. While it's still Black History Month in the US, I thought that today I'll do a slightly different video than the usual. I'm not going to highlight one or two or three people in STEM this video. I'm actually going to be listing 10 African American inventors. And so we'll start with number 1, Otis Boykin. Otis was an engineer who invented several variations of what we call resistors. These are crucial electronic control devices that can inhibit the flow of electrical current. His resistors have been used for IBM computers, for guided missiles, and a version of his resistor made it possible to produce the precise requirement needed for artificial heart pacemakers. So his invention has contributed to a device that has saved and lengthened many lives. Inventor number 2, Marie Van Britten Brown. Marie didn't feel safe in her neighborhood. Crime rates were high and it took ages for the police to come when called, so she took it upon herself to design a closed-circuit security system. This system consisted of peepholes on the door with a camera over the peepholes in order to view the outside area. It also included television monitors within the house where images from these cameras on the outside door would project images to. There was a panic button to contact the police if required, and there was also a two-way microphone in order to communicate with whoever was on the outside. Although this system was initially designed for the home, the basis of Marie's system has actually been used for countless businesses throughout the world. Inventor number 3, George Carruthers. George was a talented physicist who, at the age of 10, built his first telescope with cardboard tubing and lenses. After earning his PhD, George created an ultraviolet telescope or spectrograph and image converter in order to identify molecular hydrogen in space. His invention was used during the Apollo 16 mission to the moon, and for the first time scientists were able to see UV images of newly discovered stars and nebula. Inventor number 4, Patricia Bath. Patricia was the first African American to complete medical residency in ophthalmology. This is the area of medicine that deals with eye conditions. In the 1980s, Dr. Bath invented the laser Pharco probe, which is a device that uses laser technology in order to perform less painful but more precise treatments of cataracts. Using this device, she was able to restore eyesight to many individuals, making her a pioneer in laser eye surgery. Inventor number 5, Lonnie Johnson. Lonnie graduated with a master's in nuclear engineering and went on to work as an Air Force engineer as well as a NASA engineer. While he made important contributions working in these institutions, his own invention is probably what has made him most famous. What was his famous invention? Well, Lonnie created the Super Soaker water gun. This water gun is still one of the best-selling toys since its debut in 1990. And Lonnie has actually had 120 patents for other inventions. Inventor number 6, Garrett Morgan. After noticing how firefighters struggled with smoke in their day-to-day jobs, Garrett invented what he called the safety hood and what we describe now as a gas mask. This hood provided a safer breathing environment for wearers in the presence of smoke and different gases and pollutants. Due to the extent of racism at the time, Garrett often had to hire a white actor to pose as the inventor, and he would disguise himself as a Native American sidekick who would demonstrate the effectiveness of this hood by going into a tent full of smoke for 20 minutes and coming out unharmed. This tactic of him disguising himself as the sidekick actually worked, and sales for this product increased. Inventor number 7, Mary Davidson Kenner. Mary graduated from high school, and although she was admitted into university, she couldn't complete her studies because of lack of money. When she was a teenager, Mary invented the sanitary belt. This was used to hold sanitary pads in place and was used before the adhesive maxi pads were invented much later on. However, it wasn't until 30 years after her invention that it was widely used. This was because companies rejected her inventions once they discovered that she was a black woman. But Mary didn't stop there. She also invented the toilet tissue holder and also a tray and carrier attached to a walker for those who had restricted mobility. Inventor number 8, Alice Parker. Now, we know very little about Alice's life, but what we do know is that she developed the first central heating system using natural gas instead of coal or wood. And although her initial designs were never used, her idea to use natural gas as a way to heat up different areas in the home has been an important part of how we heat our homes these days. Inventor number 9, George Washington Carver. Now, this video wouldn't be complete without mentioning the one and only George Washington Carver. George was born into slavery, but went on to become a renowned botanist. He did groundbreaking research in plant biology and went on to invent hundreds of products from peanuts. This includes milk, soap, paint, cosmetics, but not peanut butter, unfortunately. He also invented products from sweet potatoes, such as flour, vinegar, and synthetic rubber. Inventor number 10, Charles Drew. Last but definitely not least on this list is Charles Drew, otherwise known as the father of the blood bank. Charles was a surgeon and researcher who discovered a method for long-term storage of blood plasma during World War II. This method enabled the safe transport of blood plasma all the way to Britain, and this helped save thousands of lives during the war. In addition to this, he organised America's first large-scale blood bank process, although ironically he was excluded from donating blood to the Red Cross pilot program, even though he established this program, because they didn't accept Negro blood. And in addition to his already great work, he also invented the Bloodmobile. This is a mobile blood donation truck with refrigerators, which safely transports stored blood and is used till this day. So there you have it, 10 amazing African American inventors who have improved our quality of life. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you soon in the next one. Bye.